Okay, boys and girls, now that we have the candles lit, we can say the prayer, the blessing over the candles to start our Seder. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel yantav. Amen. After we light the candles, then it's time to bless the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Amen. Take a sip. Very tasty. Let's move the candles over a little bit. The next part we're going to learn about is the Seder plate. And I have a Seder plate to show you. A real Seder plate. This is a real Seder plate that we use in our family every year. It was from my husband's grandma from a long, long time ago. And I love it because it's very colorful and pretty. On the Seder table, it's different than our regular dinner table and different from our Shabbat table. It has a plate that has 3 pieces of matzah. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. There's bowls of salt water. There's a cup for Elijah and a Seder plate with the special foods. On the Seder plate, we've got the bitter herbs, or maror. It reminds us of the bitter or hard times that the Jewish people had when they were slaves in Egypt. For this, most people use horseradish. The harosis, it's a special mixture of apple, wines, nuts, and cinnamon. It reminds us of the mortar that the Jewish people used to make the bricks when they were slaves. The parsley, or karpis, is the green vegetable that we eat to remind us the simple food the Jewish people ate when they left Egypt. It is also reminds us of the beginning of spring. The bone is a piece of roasted lamb or other meat used to remind us of the special sacrifice the Jewish people gave to God before Pesach. It also represents the bone the Jewish people used to mark a spot over their doorways so the angel would pass over their houses. The egg, it's a roasted egg. It represents new life that is born each spring. And the matzah is the flatbread eaten on Passover. When the Jewish people left Egypt in a hurry, they didn't have time to wait for their bread to rise. Salt water reminds us of the tears the Jewish people shed from working so hard in Egypt. We fill a cup of wine for Elijah the prophet and hope that God will send Elijah to help make peace in the world. During the Passover Seder, it's traditional for the youngest child to ask the 4 questions in English or in Hebrew. And during the course of the Seder, the questions are answered as the story of Passover is told. The first question, why is this night different from all other nights? In Hebrew, boys and girls can try practicing, and you can sing it at your Seder. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot shebacha halelot anu ochlim humetu matzah. On all other nights, we eat all kinds of bread and crackers. Why do we eat only matzah on Passover? On all other nights, we eat many kinds of vegetables and herbs. Why do we eat bitter herbs at our Seder? And on all other nights, we don't usually dip one food into another. At our Seder, we dip the parsley in salt water and the bitter herbs in harosis. Why do we dip twice tonight? And on all other nights, we eat sitting up straight. why do we lean on a pillow tonight? And as we read through the Haggadah, it tells the answers to all of those stories. Boys and girls, if you want to make your own harosis at home, it's very easy to do. You can just chop up some apples, and you can use grape juice or you can use Passover wine. And you chop the apples, and you pour over a little bit of wine or grape juice. Some people can put nuts in, but if you have a nut allergy in your house, don't use nuts. And a little bit of cinnamon, and you mix it together and you put it in the refrigerator, and then you know what you could do? You spread it on a piece of matzah and you crunch. Let me see you crunch. Tasty. If you want to make your own Seder plate at home, you could do that. You can draw and color a plate and put all the things we talked about on it. Or you can cut out pictures and glue them on. That would be fun too. Boys and girls, you can use your imaginations. You could even draw a picture of what it might have been like when the Jews were slaves in Egypt. Remember, Passover is all about celebrating now that we're free. Okay, bye for now.